Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. What a lovely, unusual summertime weather today. So I decided to revisit the Richard Huber Rose Nursery and Garden Center after a catastrophe bad weather, in Western Europe this summer. I want to see who are still standing, who are the strong roses. So I went there in the worst rose shopping time and season after bad weather. But in another view, it's not bad to see the tough guys, the tough roses. This is the lavender ice. One of the blue roses. It's nice to see them in blossom, but I will not collect this one. This is abricola. This spring, it goes popular everywhere. Finally, I see this rose in bloom, in flower, because you remember in the last video in springtime, I missed it. It was really dark, deep purple and deep red. It's really mysterious color. And then to visit them in after bad weather also helps me to grow out of some of my wish list roses. For example, this one, it's doing bad. And here, surprisingly, I hardly noticed this variety in springtime. Now they are performing pretty well. Very impressive. In the same situation, half of the other roses are struggling, and here we have a full blossom. And I met Pomponella, the cutest roses. I don't know how to put it. This pompon shape flower form. Pomponella is my favorite. I'm very happy to see it in this garden center. I definitely will buy one of these, and they are absolutely healthy and keep repeatedly blooming all season long. Yes, if I did not see it today, I already considered to order it from the Goddess Rose from the online shop. And here is the Lion's Rose. Unfortunately, they look like this after dramatic weather situation. Lovely green. It's the first time I could see them in full power flower. Yeah, it is lovely. All the roses started with a lovely, have the similar flower form. And but this color is very special. And here we have Novalis. It's called Poseidon in North America. I have two of them in my garden already, but still nice to see them. Always nice to see Poseidon, especially in groups. Capri. Next year, 2022, the Lady Capri is coming to the market. This is old Capri. Nice to see the flowers, but you can see the foliage are suffering candlelight. This is summer flower. It's smaller than than springtime. Before I could see them really like a handball size flower. This is really big flower, hybrid tea rose. And here is a red wonder. First I thought it's ascot. I really thought, but I made a mistake. Oh, this is a very popular one in North America. And they don't have any new rose coming up because they only have everything settled in springtime. Rosenberg, I almost buy this because it's also a powerful shrub rose. It will be 1.5 meter idea for my front garden. And here is inside of the garden shop. They have a very nice, very well organized rose catalog. This is a poster with beautiful photos. Down on the counter they have you can see they have paper catalog with detailed informations. But on the other hand, the Twice in a Blue Moon is always sold out. Weihnachtsfastnacht is the German name of Twice in a Blue Moon, always sold out. After the garden center, step downstairs is the shower garden of the company. I was never here in the right time, but today is really after the hot summer torture. So what are still in blossom will be the tough guys. I'm looking forward to meet some of them. And this year, the Eden Rose, all the Eden Rose I know in our village, in my garden, in my neighbors, they have beautiful autumn flowers. Not each year, not every year you have that. But other roses are surviving, I think. I will skip this part because most of them are not in flower. This is a Rosanna, but I would not say it's, you only see a couple of flowers on top of the plants. So this is after shower and thunder, rain and cold weather, and suddenly the temperature jump up. They are struggling. A lot of roses this year have black dot problem, but we still see the brilliant gardenia. It is a climber, but they also have here settled down as a shrub rose. The leaves are shining and healthy and in full blossom. Gardenia from Rosenthal. It is available almost in every rose shops. But when they are in the container, you don't see it's in full power, so it's really impressive to meet them in the shower garden. And this one is also, if you like pure red rose, this is also a good choice. I think our village have in the public flower bed, they are also doing similar in beautiful blossom. I think this is a pink cloud. Yes, the way the flowers are bending down a little bit. Yeah, it's pretty good. Hot pink cloud, yes. And now I turn around to look for some other tough guys. And here in the corner comes a very impressive corner of, I could not tell it immediately because it's Diamond Jubilee. It's an old rose, not historic rose, but old. It was an American rose, bred in 1947, light yellow. Look, even in end summer they have such big flowers. This is golden time, 50, 60 from the United States. It could be 1 meter to 1.3 meter tall. I'm a little bit regret I did not buy this one today. Very impressive. You see when most of the other roses are struggling. I'm the only customer in the shower garden today because, as you can see, it's not a typical rose shopping time. But I always enjoy to visit rose garden all season long. This is Dark Lady. This you can recognize from several meters away. This is one of my favorite David Austin rose. If I would ever buy again from this company, this is the one. This is rich in dark purple, and you see a shade of the pink, dark pink under the full sun. Here is a suffering Thomas Graham, very important variety from David Austin. And here is another row of climbers. Let's have a look. This I have no idea who she is. I guess it's an old variety, yes, from the 70s. But it's blooming good. You never know. There are so many. This is a Polka 91. This I know. I have one. I planted one last year. It's doing great. It has soft, easy training stems. Red Eden rose, I would say I have better than here. The flower are easily bald if you have heavy rain, so it's of course it's suffering this summer. But the color is beautiful. And here is also a very special one. It's a dark purple color. This is the only Paulson rose I have seen today. Here is one of the most popular historic rose, old rose, Madame Alfred. It was from 1875. It could go up to 8 meters. It is an old rose, but you can still see it in many gardens because it's all-time favorite. But it's sold out, so and I was at the moment don't have the space for such huge beauty. But I enjoy the view. Here's another here they train it as a climber, not a shrub anymore. And beside is Florentina. Florentina is also very easy recognizable climber. Many people compare Florentina with Red Eden rose as climber, but for me they are totally different. This for me represents the 20-year-old passionate, reckless young people's love, this shining red. And Red Eden is another type of love. in my opinion, so they are very different for me. And beside is Eden 85. Here's another old climber rose from the middle 19th century. But unfortunately are also ausverkauft. I'm very interested to collect some old roses, but they are mostly much bigger than the modern rose, so I need to clear some space first before I can welcome them to settle down in my garden. And here I have another look at the other side of the climber rose. And after the shower garden, they actually have other plants available, all the things you would ever need for the garden. Here is, I find, interesting stem rose. It's one of the eye series. I forget the name, but it's more flowers than leaves, even in this weather. And they have hydrangea, Japanese maple tree, and dogwood, everything. But these, I think for landscapers, they are quite huge. Here's a flamingo. I also have one in my garden and already start to regret a little bit because it will be 7 meters high in the end. Here, this is the main reason I like to visit their garden center all the time, because this is a hardcore part. The real rose outdoor nursery part, not the display, not the garden shop. This is the base. Hundreds of roses in the full sun, of course. And you can ask the employee of the shop to pick up the rose according to the catalog from here. They have a car. They have electronic car, or you can have a wagon and come here and choose whichever you like. And yes, it's free to go, free to visit. Some of the labels got flipped over. This is got flipped over, so you have to really bend down and read the labels and guess. I don't know. But it's interesting to see the real rose nursery. So I will not go through every one of them, and I will drop the camera, take a break from the camera and enjoy the hot sun and rose shopping by myself. They also have Pomponella back here. I said hundreds, maybe thousands. Look at this. And even with so many pots, there are still 30%, 20% roses are already sold out. My God. Red Wonder. I was really attracted to this one today. Yeah? I always think it's an ascot. Here I find another blue rose. I know it's not blue at the moment. It's from, I believe, 1975. I did not buy it today because all of them, the stems are a little bit suffering from the bad summer. I think I will come back next time. This is a special rose I missed this spring. This in the center it's a little bit luxe Simon rose, and outside is hot pink. This one is also very beautiful. It's really difficult to decide. Did I have the label here? I think I forget the name again. Yes, they have front in the garden shop also. It's bred by Richard Huber, I think. Here the Huber roses are slightly more expensive than the other roses. This is also today's goal. This is a Theo zwygart rose, light lilac. Now it's a little bit pinkish. You remember in springtime I made the other video from this company. They have a light lilac and very special flower form, and it's Swiss rose. It's bred by Mr. Richard Huber. I definitely want to try one in my garden. These roses are flowering very stunning, and the leaves are very healthy, white eve. You see, in springtime everybody is so perfect. I even ignored this, and this is a very big hybrid tea from Milan. I almost bought it. I think I should not go too crazy because I have no place left in garden anymore. So in the end I bought 3, not a lot. Pomponella, of course. This is Theo zwygart, and another one is the circus kniepp, also bred by Mr. Richard Huber in the 1970s, named by our famous circus, a Swiss circus. And because of the construction work of the highway, so on the way home I drive through the villages, the beautiful hilly country road in Canton Aargau between Zurich and Basel, and in the middle of nowhere I have to read something on the GPS. Yes, I was coloring with my own GPS as usual, so I randomly parked in the middle of nowhere parking lot, and here is the garden center. I just want to quickly have a look, and I bumped my head literally into this hanging basket cocotama. Look what my head bumped into. A beautiful variegated Peperomia raindrop. How this happening? I must be in a dream. This is my first thought. Then 5 steps away. Oh, look, philodendron melanochrysum, almost 1.5 meter tall. This is 155 francs. I have looked, and here they have some lovely lechuza planter. It's in my favorite color and it's matte finish. I even don't know they could produce lovely pots. And here a full pot of Hoyas on the trellis. I did not read the price. I was still shocked by the Peperomia range of Aurea variegata. My God. So let's have quickly a look. I really only need to park here to have a break. What this? Is it Hoya sunrise? Am I in a dream or is it Hoya sunrise? I don't know. Why it's just randomly standing here, 23 francs. Ew. I said many why they are so big. Why? I have never seen such a full pot of silver salt. And it's not only tall but also very broad. Here is a huge Monstera adansonii, taller than myself. And why this hibiscus is blue? Where am I? What am I doing? It's grayish light lavender. I think in the world of garden we can call it blue. Or why here is a luxury Japanese camellia? It's 98 francs. It helps me to cool down. I did not buy it. Anyway, it's not a good time to buy camellia because they are forming buds. And why is a Calathea beauty star standing here? Beside the Calathea vittata, I have never met a beauty star in person until today. Where am I? I really don't know. It's somewhere in Argo. And why here is a spiral cacti standing here beside a Birkin. And here is Liquala grandis palm, 125. It's a reasonable price and quite big. So I'm back home after so many why. It turns out it's a small chain garden center in Canton Argau, and I seldom go to that canton, so I have no idea. It's a dream. So let me unwrapping the plants I bought today. The surprising house plants I bought on the Rose shopping tour. Calathea beauty star. I believe in North America is not so rare, but by us it's really surprising. I know from the photos it might look similar to the Onata or White Star, but the foliage are much thicker and firm, which I really like. Only have very slight stripes of pink on the foliage. And the backside of the leaves are burgundy red. It's much, the leaves are much thicker than most of the Calatheas. I like it very much. Of course, my number one is Calathea wassivicii, but this is number 2 at the moment. And it's a 16 francs normal price. And here is today's biggest surprise from the Rose shopping tour. Will it turn out to be a normal one after I open this package? It's variegated raindrop Peperomia is not even on my wish list because I don't think I can find one. Look at this. It's minty on the margin and yellowish Aurea variegata was so beautiful. And the entire pot of plants are very healthy and firm leaves, beautiful. And I looked, here is 4 plants in this pot, and one of them are variegated. this is they are selling it at 38 francs. In our big box store, such a Cocotama plant normally costs about 20 Swiss. But that's not the point. What am I talking about? Look at this. I was very quiet in that shop, but I believe people can see my eyes went completely crazy. And other customers have no feeling about it, and they just pass it like nothing is happening. This guy is lying at the cashier's counter, wrapping and paying, and everybody was chatting like nothing's happening. Oh, look at the stems. The stems are also variegated. And here is the newest young leaf. It's very light colored. The variegations are not shown at the moment. And here is another young leaf. I turned a little bit to the back. You can see it. It has variegation showing now. So this is the biggest surprise today. I already was very happy about the rose shopping because I got the circus kniepp rose and the Theo zwygart that I always wanted, and I was only pulling over to type something to the GPS, and then turn around. In the middle of nowhere, here was beautiful garden center with beautiful cut flower, houseplants, landscaping things, and chameleon and everything. What a lucky day today. Enjoy the beautiful landscape of Canton Aargau, Switzerland. A road trip drive and coming home with a variegated range of, my God. And thanks for watching. Thanks for your patience. I was too excited. I don't know what I'm talking. And hope you have a great day with garden and with houseplants. And see you next time.